Hey guys, Jason here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I got another book review. We're going back to the First Law, and I'm talking about Sharp Ends by Joe Abercrombie. This is a short story collection in the First Law universe or whatever. I really enjoyed this. There was a couple stories that I didn't love, but overall I thought it was really good. My favorite one was Made a Monster. It's kind of a backstory of Logan Ninefingers, and you get to see what he was like, when he was with Bethid and like friends with Bethid, and it kind of fills in some of the gaps with like what he was doing before. And man, yeah, like they talk about how crazy he was and how like bloodthirsty and evil he was throughout the series, but this story really like shows exactly what that is like and what he was like before. He was kind of trying to be a better person. He was embracing the Bloody Nine at this point, and he did some pretty messed up stuff, and I really enjoyed that one. I really liked the Javra and Shevadiah stuff. It was kind of like that was kind of the through line through this book, or through all these stories. One of their stories, and then another story, and then one of their stories. So there's probably like 5 or 6 stories in here that are just about them, and it was I enjoyed those characters. I thought that their relationship was really cool and interesting, and like they also, like throughout their journey or whatever, they met some other characters from the previous books, which was cool to see too. Wyron of Bly was in one. The other one I thought was cool was the one about it was set during Best Served Cold, and it was at the part at Cardati's House of Leisure, and it kind of told that whole story again, but through the eyes of just a bunch of like random people that were there that weren't necessarily part of the plot that was going on. But it was interesting to see like from an outside perspective kind of what was going on behind the scenes and stuff. That was cool. The one story that I think kind of I wanted to like it really bad, but it kind of fell a little flat, was the one about Sandan Glokta. It was like a little backstory, and basically it was like before he was captured by the Gurkish, and he was like arrogant and unlikable and a piece of shit, and then they're like gonna charge the bridge, and then it just ended. And I was upset because I wanted to see that. I wanted to see. We know what happens, right? If we've read, if you've read the trilogy, you know that he gets captured by the Gurkish, that his leg gets all messed up, and then they torture him forever. But I wanted to see what happened on the bridge, like specifically. He stopped right before it, and so I was a little disappointed in that. I think it would have been much better if it had been like 10 more pages and he had just continued and showed what happened. Because I think short stories should like kind of stand alone, and I feel like that story doesn't really have any impact unless you know what happened already. So if you haven't read the First Law trilogy, then it's kind of a meaningless story that doesn't really make any sense. Not that I imagine anyone reading this book has probably already read the First Law trilogy, so I mean it's fine. But like I said, I think short stories need to be able to like tell their own story, and the fact that you need all this outside information in order for that story to like make sense, it just kind of was like, he should have just finished the story is my point. But other than that, like I said, I think these stories were great. We got to see some characters from the other books, the standalones especially. So I really enjoyed it. It's not essential, obviously. It's kind of just extra stuff. But if you're a fan of the First Law and you just can't get enough, this is really good little short story collection. So check it out. Sharp Ends, Joe Abercrombie. I recommend it if you're a fan, for sure. Anyway, that's pretty much all I've got to say about this one. You can check out my other First Law reviews if you want. I can link those up here, whatever. Stay tuned for more. I finished A Little Hatred, so I'm going to be trying to get a review out for that here pretty soon. I'm a little over halfway through A Trouble with Peace, and then I'll be ready for when The Wisdom of Crowds comes out in about a month. So I'm very, very excited for that. I cannot wait. Anyway, I hope you guys have a nice weekend. Thanks for watching. Peace.